You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies, got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity. Ain't gotta speak, they know on top with me. I can't do no drama, I be tryna cop some property. Thinking that they hot shit, but it's funny cause they not to me. Talking all that pessimism, but that shit ain't got to me. My shit like prophecy, ain't hard to see it, all my partners chosen. Gotta pop my shit and clock my grip and keep my pockets swollen. These niggas be scary, I'm Chuck Berry, how I'm rockin' rollin'. And they know I'm bout my slide through Southside, how could I not be holding? Brody say he got another play for me, say less, I'm en route. Cause it's getting paper shit, the only type of shit I been bout. And I'm praying faithfully, but you know I gotta let that sin out. And I gotta be cautious of the message that I'm trying to send out. Energy so positive, I'm positive they can't stop it. Gotta set my stop loss just to make sure that I take profit. Putting pack in the air, put a little bit of lemon all in my green tea. I'm living no limit, they know what it is right when they seen me. You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies, got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity. Ain't gotta speak, they know what's really poppin'. I'm shiny suit man, making them bands, they know I'm Diddy boppin'. Slap 10 on the tank, I had to stop and get them top papers. These niggas gon' see me out and act just like they not haters. I had to get it how I'm living, now I'm living well. Cause if you can't make a decent living, then you live in hell. They steady stuntin', I be trying to teach the youngin' something. I got that shit to shake your windows, keep your bumper jumping. Later on, I might just hit that venue, see what's on the menu. You tryna flex that shit that's on you, but this shit ain't in you. I'm about to book a trip to Aussie, tell a bitch get off me. Jet black and richer than your coffee, got me feeling saucy. Ain't talking power moves, you lost me, hold my time, be cautious. I'm sliding around my side like hockey, she gon' gag and gawk me. I'm dropping ashes on my slippers, kung fu in my kickers. Pulling in that cut, I'm sharp as clippers, jacket with them zippers, strip her out her knickers live. You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies, got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity.
I'm thankful for family, I'm thankful for health, I'm thankful for the knowledge that I have and the struggles that I got over to be the person that I am today.
same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water stream. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make the limit squeeze. Ran off from my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. Don't be used as easy as a layup. Fucking late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, and you know we pray up. Way up, way up. On track, now we gon' way up. Way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his bad like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the mud.
All right. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Dungeon. We got the #1 sports guru in the country, unbeknownst to the rest of the world, but soon to be known, Gab T'Challa, and myself, DMG the Poet. We got Classic Craig coming to join us a little bit later, but we're going to jump right into it. My brother Gab, what's on your mind, King?
What it do, man? Thank all for tuning in, man. You know, like you said, Classic Craig, he'll be in shortly. Ratchet Craig said he was jumping on.
Right.
I'm not sure when he's jumping on, though. You know, and how folks be, man, on their own time. Just pop on in. Right. But you know, me and DMG had this had a little conversation last week, in the back room, about Shaq.
No doubt.
You know, I had mentioned that I thought Shaq was a little bit overrated, and you know, my brother DMG. Blasphemy, damn it! Can't believe this man talk about Shaq. Overrated? Hey man, I said a little overrated, brother. It's a little, you know.
Hey, that still is blasphemy. I'm just saying.
Still blasphemy. Cool. I get it. So we gonna have this discussion tonight, and hopefully we get some things cleared up. And now listen, I can't wait to hear what my brother DMG got to say, man. I'm willing. Hey, I'm open to change my mind now. You know,
So the way we're gonna do this, every week on the Sports Dungeon, me and my brother Gib plan to have this type of discussion where we disagree on a particular sport or sports figure and the legacy thereof, the importance thereof, the greatness thereof, etc. We had a discussion on Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan and their current predicament. Shout out to the GOAT saying that he didn't approve of his son's relationship with the Pippen's ex-wife. This time it's going to be on Shaquille O'Neal and whether or not he overrated. Now, we only going to do this for about 15, no more than 20 minutes each show, and then move on to the rest of the show. So, kicking it off right here at 5:02 Central Time, I'm going to start off by saying that Shaq is the equivalent to Michael Jordan at the center position. When you look at the marketing that came with Shaquille O'Neal when he hit the NBA, when you look at the dominance he had as a rookie, I believe he was the first rookie all-star since Michael Jordan, right? When you look at how he turned the Orlando Magic around, they went from having the #1 pick in the league, the worst record in the league, to being 41-41 and just missing the playoffs, to being in the finals in his third season. And so with that being said, I think that to say he was overrated is probably one of the most ridiculous statements, even if you add in the caveat of a little overrated. When you look at what he did to turn the Los Angeles Lakers around, who have been stuck in mediocrity since the first retirement of one Irvin Magic Johnson. as soon as they got Shaquille O'Neal, they became relevant again, along with draft rights to one Kobe Bean Bryant. So Shaq, of course, once he got with the greatest coach of all time, Phil Jackson, took them to 3 straight NBA finals where he was, for that 3-year stretch, the most unstoppable force in the NBA. Shaq came into the league at a time where the center position was still the premier position. You had himself and Alonzo Mourning coming in the same draft. You had an NBA that had Dikembe Mutombo, that had Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, and David Robinson still in the league. Not to mention the likes of Robert Parrish, Rick Smits, Arvydas Sabonis, and others who were very, very good centers in the NBA at the time. All of which is, speaking of Olajuwon, Ewing, and Robinson, are NBA Hall of Famers and Dream Team members and all-time greats in their own right. And this 20-year-old phenom came in and physically dominated all of them. We're not going to talk about breaking the backboards. We're not going to talk about the shoe sales. And again, the marketing that was put behind him, to the point where David Stern once said, when Michael Jordan, it was a time when he thought of Michael Jordan retiring and started having nightmares. But with the arrival of Shaquille O'Neal, he actually felt much better about it because he knew he had somebody that could pick up that mantle. With that being said, I took about roughly 4 minutes to illustrate my first points. I'm going to turn it over to you, my brother.
No doubt. Good points, brothers. Good points, man. Hey, listen, I agree with most of that. You know what I mean? But I do have to let you know. You said,
real quick, Gab, not to interrupt you. We got a question up on the screen that I know we're gonna get to, but I just wanted to keep that.
Let's go. What to say?
What do you all think of the kid that the Spurs drafted number 1?
Okay. Yeah, we get to that. Definitely get to that. Pin that right there.
All right.
So yeah, like I said, I agree with most of the things you said. I mean, but I will say that when you said that Shaq is the only rookie since Michael Jordan to make the All-Star team,
he was the first one after Michael Jordan. There've been more since then.
After Michael Jordan. So let me correct that.
Right. Because Grant Hill was a rookie All-Star as well.
Right. And also David Robinson. He was a rookie All-Star. I think either Dikembe Mutombo made the All-Star team. And Patrick Ewing.
I don't know about Dikembe. I
think he was.
But David Robinson, I have to see. But I don't know.
And Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing and Mike. Oh, you're right. Patrick Ewing and Mike didn't come out in the same draft. That was him and Olajuwon. You're right. I got you. You're right.
So I will make that right there. Make that correction right there, my brother. You had other rookie All-Stars in the league.
No doubt.
Now Shaquille O'Neal, like I said, man, he's a hell of a player. The man was very dominant. Now I'm not saying he wasn't dominant. That is no question. We all seen the dominance from Shaquille O'Neal. That goes without saying. The proof is in the pudding. We all seen him play. So I'm not talking about dominance. I'm talking about a little overrated, far as who the man was and his dominance, what he never accomplished in his dominance, what he should have accomplished in his dominance, being who he was. But he failed to reach certain plateaus in the NBA for many years. Now,
give me an example.
Okay, I'll give you an example. So, as much as we talk about Shaquille O'Neal dominating these centers, because you had mentioned the Rick Smits, you have mentioned the Mutombos, the Arvydas Sabonises. As much as we mentioned these type of players, we also have to mention the players or the teams that he lost to during his playoff tenures for Orlando and the Los Angeles Lakers. To be this dominant center, which he was, to be this dominant center, which he was, he failed to deliver occasionally in these playoffs that he participated in. Let's go. And you could pull out the young card. He was young. Okay, we could pull that out. But we could go all the way to 1994, where he was swept in the playoffs. We could go to 1995, where he was swept in the finals. This supposed to be a dominant center that he is, Brother D. Supposed to be a dominant center, but this man is he getting swept, not losing 4-2, 4-1, 4-3. He's not winning the game. He's not leading his team to victories. And you can't say he didn't have a squad behind him. This man had one of the best point guards in his time, in Penny Hardaway, to give him the rock, to dish that rock off to him. And he had shooters around him like Dennis 3D Scott, and Nick Anderson, Scott Skiles. But your boy still couldn't lead his team to victory. And I believe he was swept like more than 5 or 6 times in the playoffs, including finals. What's going on? Where you at, brother? You jump off the line? You still there? What happened?
You done?
Yeah, we talking. Scotch, go ahead. I'm not done, but I'm finished with that.
Right. You finished for now.
Yeah. I want to hear your little rebuttal.
Hey, shout out to my brother Courtney Thompson, my brother Teddy, my brother Rocky, Dagger Squad up. Okay, so you talked about him being swept. And I get it. That's what's up. But is basketball a team sport? You broke up a little bit. What was that?
I said absolutely.
Okay, so no one man can win a game then. Would you say that?
Depends on what game you're talking about, but go ahead. I would say that.
Okay, so cool. So anytime he got swept, it wouldn't completely be on him. It would be on the team. So that being said, considering that Shaq averaged 27 a game for the Orlando Magic and around 12 and a half, 13 rebounds, I must say that getting swept went on him. But to answer your question, with the Orlando Magic, he got swept in the finals. He got swept by the Bulls the year after the finals. And then he got swept in the, I believe, first or second round prior to those 2 years. So he got swept, and then he got swept with the Lakers twice before Phil Jackson got there. So yeah, he went through his playoff trials and tribulations, but who outside of Magic and Bird, who came in immediately winning, who didn't go through playoff trials? Michael Jordan got swept. Let's talk about the most dominant center in league history statistically, Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain got beat every year by the Boston Celtics. Wilt Chamberlain only has 2 NBA championships, and they separated by like 10 years or 12 years, something ridiculous. Like he didn't get close to the NBA Finals after he won his first one. So every player goes through they playoff woes. Allen Iverson, my favorite player, got to 1 NBA final. 1. Kevin Garnett Another one of my favorite players. He got to 2 NBA finals, won one, lost one. But it was after how many years in the league? And so all I'm saying is, was it his fault that Minnesota didn't get over the hump when we talk about KG? I don't think so. I think it's a team game. And he just wasn't able to get over the hump. When we look at Shaquille O'Neal, the numbers speak for themselves. And we all know men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And the man numbers speak for themselves. But let's talk about Shaq's accomplishments. Career average of 23.7 points a game, 10.9 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 58% from the field, right? In the playoffs, that number jumps up to 28.5 points a game, 15 rebounds per game. Now, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's a 15-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champ, 1992-93 All-Rookie First Team and Rookie of the Year, 3-time All-Defensive Team, 3-time NBA Finals, 3-time Finals MVP, 14-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champ. All right? And one of the 50 greatest and 75 greatest players of all time. And he got the record for nicknames: Shaq, Diesel, Big Aristotle, Superman, Shaq Fu, Shaq Daddy. What more can we say about the great?
We can say a lot.
The most dominant player in the modern era of NBA. I don't think you can name another player who has been more dominant than that man. I seen a poster the other day. I was just looking at different little items about the Diesel as I was preparing for our conversation, and it's a shot of him dunking on the whole New Jersey Nets team. All 5 people who are in the game for the New Jersey Nets are on Shaquille O'Neal, right? And he still dunked the damn basketball. Uh-huh. What more does he need to do? He like Tyrese at this point. What more do you want from me? What more do I want from him? What more? I want championships. That's what's more than I want him. Huh? He got 4. Oh, no. That's nice. That's good. That's cute. But that's not the full story. How many David Robinson got? No. How many Patrick Ewing got? Let's check this out. Let's go here. Because you said it yourself, the most dominant force. How many Will Chamberlain got? Era. Oh, that's okay. Like that. Okay, let's go to Will. I'm gonna let you go. Let's run this down real quick. I'm gonna let you go, and then we're gonna run this down. Okay, so Will Chamberlain got 2 titles. We're gonna do this again. A man who scored 100 points in a game has 2 titles. Man, you need more time. Okay. Patrick Ewing has 0. Damn. David Robinson has 2, and we both know that that's only because of Tim Duncan, the big fundamentals, right? Hakeem the Dream has 2, and that's and we can. I think we can both agree that's because Michael Jordan retired, but nonetheless he has 2, right? So of his main competition in his era, having come in 1992, Shaq has the most titles. Go ahead. Okay, that's nice. That's good. That's good stuff. Let's start off with Will Chamberlain. 2 NBA titles. So many years apart. First of all, yeah, he lost to the Boston Celtics. But let's not forget that it's only about 5. It's double dribble teams in the league at the time. It's double dribble. They're playing double dribble. Remember double dribble game was like 4 teams. You got Chicago, New York, Boston, and LA. Bubble bibble. 4 damn teams. Who ain't gonna make the playoffs first and foremost? Everybody makes the playoffs when it comes to the 60s basketball. And guess what, y'all? and guess what else? Not only it's only 8 teams in the league, Boston gets the litter. They picking
They get all the good guys. They got all the best players of that time. Bill Russell, as much as we talk about Bill Russell, he is not the leading scorer of these Boston teams. He's like many times the fourth, fifth option on offense. He's known for his defensive prowess, not offense. But we want to talk about Will only having 2 when he has to go against this juggernaut of the team in the 60s in Boston Celtics, which we know they had to win those games because we're dealing with we going to talk about mob and all that stuff, but y'all understand what's going on. Why they getting all that, how they get all these picks, all these players, and no one else gets players. And then not only that, it's only 8 teams. Then it go to 10 teams to 12 teams as the years progress. The first seeded team gets a bye in the playoffs. They get a bye in the playoffs, so they don't even got to play the first round. They got to play the second round. And guess what? It's not all. It's not even 4 rounds because there ain't that many damn teams in the NBA. So it's only 3 rounds. Boston get a first round bye where they only got to play 1 game and then to the championship. So that's a little summary of the 60s. Now, let's go fast forward back to Shaq. Now, Shaquille O'Neal. He read his numbers down. He read his accolades down, which was cool, brilliant. What I'm saying is this. He named David Robinson. He went up against Elijah Wan, the Patrick Ewings, the Alonzo Mournings, the Kevin Mutombos, right? He was drafted in 92. And I remember he had a championship team in Orlando. He didn't win any championships in the 90s. It took to the 2000s where he go up against Todd McCullough. Y'all. The New Jersey Nets, Todd McCullough. Against Rick Smits. On his way out the door, Rick Smits. And the Dikembe Mutombo. A lot of people won't say it, but I would say that's legit. A lot of people don't like Mutombo that year. He was Defensive Player of the Year. So I give him that one. He was Defensive Player of the Year. So I'm going to give Shaq Mutombo, even though he ain't got to worry about no offense coming back to him. Even though he outweighed Mutombo over by 100 pounds, but he's still Defensive Player of the Year. But what I'm saying is, we're talking about dominance. How are you so dominant when you don't get your first championships until all the centers start leaving the league or they was old on the way out the door? And then you go against mediocrity and you still don't win because you're getting swept. You're getting swept by the Spurs. You're getting swept by Utah Jazz. They don't even have a center. That what Shaq like to say? Barbecue sauce? What happened? What'd you say?
I say Eric Montrose was a center.
Bro, we talking about Greg Ostertag. We talking about Greg Foster's. He loses to Utah's. Or they got Malone and Stockton. Hell of a team, though. Trust me on that. Hell of a team.
No doubt.
But we talking about Shaq Diesel, though, brother. Shaq Diesel, which he said himself. Well, hold up. I want you to remember what Kobe always said about Shaq. We won 3 championships, right? We could have won more if it wasn't for what? I'll let you finish that. Go ahead. Tell the people what he said, DMJ. You remember? Go ahead.
You know, Kobe is my second favorite player. And he said,
you know.
He said if Shaq would have been in shape, they'd have won 6 or 7.
Okay, there you go. See? And that's why I said a little overrated. Because you don't take the time out to come in shape. And you're playing with one of the best players to ever play the game. And the best coach to ever coach the game, and you don't come in shape, big fella.
So this is gonna be my last go because we got to move on, and then this will be my closing argument, and then we'll get to Gab's closing argument. So what Gab just said, though, really when he talked about Wilt and the league not having that many teams. and all of that, is even more reason why Wilt should have dominated. The league didn't even have that many teams, and Wilt still couldn't win the title. So that speaks to Wilt not being as good as Shaq. That's all that is. If it was far less teams with far less with all the teams making the playoffs, and Wilt still couldn't get a title, then as dominant as he was, he only won 2 titles. I mean, only got to 3 finals. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, Wilt would probably be the one who we should be saying is a little overrated. But let's get back to Shaq. Again, with what my man Kobe Bean Bryant said about Shaq should have been in better shape, just points to his greatness. He wasn't even in good shape. So the fact that he was as dominating as he was, and he wasn't in shape, tells us that if he was, it would have been a whole different ball game. But the fact that he did what he did, not being in shape, lets us know how great he was. So I think my brother just basically made my points for me. Shaq, after when he got to the Lakers, particularly after that first year, it was barbecue chicken, not just on the court, but on his plate. He admits that, has spoke about regretting that, right? At the same time, we do know that this man had a 3-year run where he was absolutely unstoppable. And let's not forget, the first year in Miami, he was unstoppable. Again, this is a not in shape Shaq. So to me, that lends itself to how great he was. If he could do that, not being in shape. So all in all, when we look at his number, again, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The math is mathing. You know how they say the math ain't mathing? With Shaq, the math is mathing. And so I just want to put it down like this. 4 NBA titles. That's more than Hakeem Olajuwon. That's more than David Robinson. That's more than Patrick Ewing. That's more than Wilt Chamberlain. As a matter of fact, the only reason Alonzo Mourning got a ring is because he played with Shaq. Huh? So, the only centers that got more rings, when we talk about all-time great centers, the only centers who have more rings than Shaquille O'Neal in terms of the great ones are Bill Russell, salute to the great, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who in my opinion is the greatest center in NBA history. That's it. Everybody else is behind the diesel. And that, my brothers and sisters, is what we call grand opening, grand closing. Shaq is not overrated, not even a little bit. He's what we call, as my brother Joe Armstead just put in the chat, Shaq is the most dominant center ever. Salute to my Berkeley brethren in the building. And I just want to know,
Are you not entertained?
it's on you, my brother.
Man, that was good, man. I respect that. But I'm going to say this. Earlier you said, what other player was dominant than Shaq in this modern era? Five-time NBA champion, 3-time final MVP, 2-time most valuable player, 15-time All-Star, NBA All-Star game, co-MVP, 10-time All-NBA first team, 3-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team, 8-time All-Defensive first team, 7-time All-Defensive second team.
The big fundamental.
And Rookie of the Year. You know who it is.
The big fundamentals.
The big fundamentals. Now, that's dominance.
He a power forward, but we're not talking about power forwards.
No.
And I would never call him overrated.
We ain't talking about in that sense. You said the most dominant player. You ain't putting no position on it. So
if we're not putting positions on it, ain't nobody been more dominant than MJ. So
no. Well, what I'm saying, we didn't put a position on it. You said Shaq was a dominant player, and he was a dominant player.
My bad. I'm interrupting your closing. My bad. Go ahead.
So we ain't putting no positions on this. So I just named you Tim Duncan, and Shaq damn sure wasn't no more dominant force than Tim Duncan. That's dominance. You know why it's dominance? Because he gets the job done offensively and defensively. Something Shaq never did. Shaq been in the league, played 18 some odd seasons. We talking about dominance. Shaq is the most, somebody in the you said somebody in the chat said the most dominant big man. Okay. Well, how are you the most dominant big man? We talking about the likes of Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. All these guys can do it offensively and defensively. We can argue that with Bill Russell. But all the other guys can do it offensively and defensively. They bring it every night. Shaquille O'Neal never led the league in blocks. He never led the league in rebounds. But this guy's supposed to be dominant, the most dominant guy. He never led the team in blocks, rebounds. It's supposed to be a center position in a big man era. He came in 1992, and he never led the league in blocks. He never led the league in rebounds. You want more? He never made the All-NBA first defensive team. Now, DMG earlier, he's been disingenuous earlier when he read his accolades down. He said, and 3 times all defensive team. But he failed to mention that was second team.
Where's the line?
Second team. If you're gonna read the whole thing.
And look, you said he never led the league in rebounds or block shots, but you know what he did lead the league in? Scoring and field goal percentage.
That's cool, but we talking about dominance here. Nice try.
Yeah.
Nice try. We talking about dominance here. So to be this dominant, you gotta do it on both sides.
All them cats that led the league in rebounding and block shots couldn't stop him.
Whoa. All those guys who led the league in rebounding and block shots, they was on their way out. They was out the door. He couldn't win against these guys. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. But like I said, this man never made a all defensive first team in all his years of playing. He never led the league in blocks. He never led the league in rebounds. So we talking about this dominant player who got swept like 5 or 6 times in the playoffs, who himself said he could have did better. He should have came in shape. He said, him coming in shape is a testament of him being so dominant and everything. Imagine if he did come in shape. Well, that's what we wanted, so he can dominate. That's the whole objective, to come in shape. Get no excuses. That was a good try. I hope he pulled the wolves over on your eyes. But wake up. That's the whole point. If you're a dominant player, one of the best, you come in shape every year. Michael came in shape every year. Kobe came in shape every year. Hakeem came in shape every year. Tim Duncan came in shape every year. And guess what? They all got in common. Multiple championships. Tim Duncan got 5 of them things. So I would say Shaq, like I said, was a little overrated. He was a dominant man offensively. He said that None of them dudes can stop Shaq. Well, guess what? I just read you that he never was on an all defensive first team, so he couldn't stop them either. Shaq couldn't stop them either, and the proof was in the pudding because he couldn't get it done in the 90s, and he got it done in the 2000s, early 2000s, and he couldn't get it done against Tim Duncan and San Antonio Spurs. He couldn't get it done against Detroit Pistons and Ben Wallace. But he supposed to be dominant. Oh, he said one last thing. He said the reason why Alonzo Mourning got a championship because he played with Shaq, which is true. But the reason why Alonzo Mourning and Shaq got a championship because they played with Wade.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Oh man.
That was good.
That was good, man. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, family. So look, my man Teddy say he asked also, what do we think of the Spurs #1 pick? And he asked, how we keeping up with the summer league? What you got on Victor Wembanyama? I know I might not have said that right, but I got close.
Just call him Wemby. They called him Wemby. So
Wemby, and what you think of the summer league so far?
Oh man, so the summer league, man, you can't take much from the summer league, D. Because we saw Ben Simmons light up the summer league.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We saw Ben Simmons shooting jumpers, fadeaway shots. Man, the pass was unbelievable. This kid gonna be dominant right here. Then he get to the league, he ain't want to shoot at all. What I would say by watching Wemby, he got tons of room to grow. And I'm gonna say this: I don't think the coaching staff gonna really let loose on him right. Like he just got there, so he need to get like a session in with Pop. You know what I mean? Pop is like, don't worry about it. Get your feet wet. Go to summer league. Get your feet wet. You ain't gotta do too much there. It ain't like it's gonna be like we gonna call it real plays for you here. So we still got time to tell, man. Time to tell.
Yeah, all I'll say is he just got to be careful not to hit Britney Spears in the face.
Be very careful. Be very
careful. But no, I think the young brother is. I think he's right on track, man. Everybody talking about he had a bad game, but what was it like 9 points?
Yeah. Read the stat line. Read that stat line, man. As you know.
Yeah, like it was like 9 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks or something. So
man, no, it was like 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and he had like 6 blocks or 5 blocks.
Yeah. It's like I was at a bad game. Like, what are you talking about? So yeah, I think he gonna be fine. As far as the summer league, I don't really keep up with it like that. Unless it's like I might watch Wemby tonight, but other than that, I don't really keep up with the summer league. I just not as far as watching each game. I just kind of look at Sports Center and see who did what. But but other than that, I kind of let that play out like it play out.
Yeah,
the real action
as well, bro.
Yeah, the real action to be in the preseason. What we kind of see how they stacking up and things of that nature. But yeah, I think the brother gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine, man. He got the abilities and agility. He got agility. He got ability. He got the skill set. And he got the height. You know what I mean? He got the height. He can shoot. Learn that post more. So he gonna spread the floor. He one of those guys like you remember Durant came into the league and he was a defensive nightmare as far as challenging him. You got to set certain plays for him. I think it's how Wemby going to be. You got to set a lot of different types of schemes to slow him down.
Exactly. All right, so what we let's talk about the big one, man.
Come on, man.
July 29th.
Come on, man.
Who gonna sit on the throne, brother?
Whoo!
We got Earl Spence, right? and we got Crawford. Who gonna lead the one true king? There can only be one.
It can only be one.
And so, what my man say in the movie? He how it go?
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Not that one.
I'll make a pact with you. With the gods as our witnesses, let us pledge that the winner will allow the loser all the proper funeral rituals.
There are no pacts between lions and men.
There are no pacts between lions and men. Who is going to be the lion and who is going to be the man on the 29th?
Man, oh man. This is what we all been waiting for, man. This is it right here. All the talk. 5 years. Sound familiar, this 5-year period. That sound familiar? Sound like a Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Yeah, no.
5 year in the makings. But BMG, the difference between this one is you got 2 alphas, 2 lions.
Still in their prime.
Still in their prime. And guess what? The best thing, you know the best thing about this fight? These 2 bastards are stubborn. I love it.
Yeah.
One is not gonna let the other get a good lick on him. Because I'm coming back to you, bro.
True that.
You ain't gonna back me up. You ain't gonna back me up. Well, let's get it. First one fall. This is not going the distance, brother. This is not going the distance.
Oh, you don't think it's going to? You think somebody getting knocked out?
Somebody getting knocked out. This ain't going the distance. This will not go the distance.
Hey, that's oh man. Okay.
This will not go the distance, brother. At all. I mean, come on. Okay. Listen, I told you got 2 lions. They stubborn, man. They ain't none on backing up. One is not backing up from the other.
So what our brother Gibbs saying is, at the end of the day, it's gonna be like how the song go?
3-6, mafia. 3-6, mafia. What's going down? I know what time it is. We ain't playing with you in the club, in the street. Y'all know what time it is. Get ready for it.
So I had to play that 3-6 Mafia right quick. I was trying to wait
3-6.
When he say somebody gonna get their ass kicked, but I feel like it's gonna go the distance, man. I feel like they're gonna be a little careful. They're gonna be a little. I'm gonna tell you why. And when I say careful,
what's going on over there? Are you all right?
I'm saying that for lack of a better phrase. I don't want to say careful, cautious maybe. I feel like they respect each other's skills.
No doubt.
And so ain't nobody trying to get knocked out. And it's only one way to prevent that from happening. And that's not putting yourself in a position to be knocked out. So they gonna fight, but they also gonna know when this. I don't think there's gonna be Hagler and Hitman. I think there's gonna be more Hagler and Sugar Ray.
Oh man, listen, man. Earl said when that bell rang, everybody know he's stepping. I'm sorry, everybody know he's stepping. That's his. Listen, that's what he do, bro.
My boy Teddy say somebody getting knocked out. Hey,
he knows. He knows.
Hey, you want to drop the link?
No doubt.
See what the people got to say.
No doubt. Bring them in.
Hey, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's gonna go the distance, man. I don't, but I say that very apprehensively too, though, because because I know, like you said, both of these men got a lot of pride. Both of these men got something to prove. They've been hearing the talk for years. And so now it's like, hey, when I come in, I'm coming to put my demonstration down. And so I just feel like at the same time, neither one of them want to be the other one highlight reel. You know how you look on Facebook and you see all these clips of Tyson knocking cats out?
Right.
I don't think the other person want to be that Tyson clip or that Deontay Wilder clip. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt.
So even with a rematch, because if somebody get knocked out in the third round, like, yeah, you can get your rematch. But if you go the distance in the next fight, he still knocked you out in the third round. Like, I don't know, man.
No, I mean, look, that's boxing though, bro. Like,
yeah.
Anthony Joshua got stopped by little Andy Ruiz.
Bruh.
In about like what, the 7th, 8th round or something like that, right?
He ain't been the same since.
But the next fight, he beat him by decision.
Right. Right.
But ain't nobody talking about Andy Ruiz no more. They still talking about Joshua. Regardless how you right, he ain't been the same since. But ain't nobody talking about Ruiz.
True.
So so it's still them two, but these two different, man, these are two different damn lines.
This different.
And Crawford.
These is two Andy, these is two Joshuas. You know, this ain't no Andy Ruiz in this fight.
No, sir. No, sir. And Crawford, his thing is he don't like when people say other guys are too big for him. So he got something to prove already. He got something to prove. And that's what he do. He like proving people wrong. And Earl's the same way. Oh, he ain't got the boxing IQ like Crawford. He's too fast for Earl. So now Earl gonna have something to prove. On he a better boxer, he a better finisher, and he a better punisher. He gonna prove. Listen, they gonna both go at this shit, bro. Get everything ready. Your popcorn ready. The fight party ready. Get all that ready because it's going down. Now we got. Oh, okay. My man Josh Shube said Earl Spence all day in the sports dungeon.
So let me ask.
He from Texas. He from Texas though. You know, it's a little hometown favorite right there. You know what I mean? No biasness going on.
Who you got?
I got Earl.
Okay.
Just like that. Just like that. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, it can go either way. Because Crawford's a bad mofo, dog. He can, one punch can change everything. He the one punch guy. He can change with one punch. Earl changing in accumulations, punishment, break you down. So I think.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I think that with Earl, his accumulation of punishment, it'll be too much for Bud.
Okay. What up, my brother?
What's going on? Who this?
Yeah, what's good though?
Oh,
what up, DMG?
Oh, man.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh man, what's going on, bro?
You breaking up a bit, bro.
Yeah, you breaking up.
You there?
You there?
All right, am I good now? Y'all got me now?
Yeah,
you're good. You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
All right, great. All right, so yeah.
What's up, brother?
I'm listening to you, and you talking about Earl.
Yeah, he like Crawford, DMJ. He like Crawford. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can't hear you.
So my thing is this.
Okay.
I seen the interview with Arrow, and you can't hear me, or can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, so with the interview with Earl, he said that he's been through a lot, and with him working out, it takes a toll on his body. So it's trying to figure out, is he still mentally there? And if he beats Crawford, he's the best fighter on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Right. You still talking? Because we can't hear you if you're still talking.
Yeah, you might be going in and out, bro. You still talking?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think I got a bad connection. I won't be able to fix it. I'm gonna just have to get up with you later, Gab. I'll hit you up in the chat.
Okay, man. I tell you, but we can never get my man right. It's always 10 seconds with this brother, man.
Come back, man. If you get your stuff straight, we're gonna be on for maybe another 10 minutes.
Yeah, come on, man. Come back, brother.
Yeah. Hey, so who you got in the Ennis fight?
Which one? He fought last night.
Oh, damn, I thought they was. Oh man, I didn't even know that was last night.
yeah, he fought last night.
I thought that was on the card with. Okay, who won?
Ennis won. Jaron Boots won that knockout.
Okay. I thought that was on the card with Spence and Crawford. I didn't even know that was last night.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, he fought last night.
Okay. Let me ask you this then, because our boy Sutek, he be having a lot to say about Gervonta Davis, Canelo. Who is the face of boxing right now?
Oh man, the face of boxing. I'm gonna say face of boxing. I'm saying like this. As for the industry, boxing industry, I would say Canelo.
Okay.
Because he bring in Mexican fans. He got a whole country behind him. Mexico,
yeah,
and United States. People in the United States, the Mexicans, Americans. So they're going to support him regardless of wherever he do. But for the culture, Tank Davis.
Okay. I'm with you.
Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Because they love him.
Yeah.
The youngest love him. The youngest, Canelo ain't got that. He ain't got the young bucks.
Right.
They love Tank.
He coming though. He coming He coming for Canelo.
Oh, no doubt. I think, but he's there. He's there. I think when he starts to fight more of a challenge, like more fighters that can challenge him, and he beats them, if he can beat them, it's going to go up even higher. Popularity, the industry, he's going to be the face of boxing, surpass Canelo by far.
Yeah, no doubt. So my man Terry said 9 weeks into football.
How many weeks?
9 weeks.
Right. Hey, that's coming too. That ain't too far away.
What you think about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets? Are they a Super Bowl contender?
Well, me being a Green Bay Packers fan.
Oh man.
What's that about, bro? What's the all man about, man? What's up?
I'm a Cowboys fan, so you know how I feel about Brett Favre from back in '96.
Oh, it's all good, man. I remember back those times. I remember when they kept scheduling us in Dallas. They would never come to Lambeau Field, and when they finally did, these your boys, your Cowboys, Deion Sanders and company, they couldn't take the cold, man. They practicing, had to go back in stadium. And then,
man, it ain't meant for human beings to be out in that kind of weather. It ain't meant for human beings to be out in that kind of weather. That's for polar bears only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
that's why they call it the frozen tundra.
That's why it's a frozen tundra.
Unless you Michael Vick, you ain't meant to be out there, because I think he the only one. He was the first person that went to Lambeau Field and upset them boys.
He did. He did it. He did that. He definitely. Oh man, it was amazing. That was amazing. But he did it. But for Aaron Rodgers, you know what? And this is a perfect segue. Far as earlier with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm saying a little bit overrated. But I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go even further and say Aaron Rodgers is completely overrated.
Oh, you really got so let me ask you then. If you say Aaron Rodgers is overrated, okay?
Yes.
Is Brett Favre overrated?
No.
Wait a minute, Gil. Wait a minute. What has Brett Favre done that Aaron Rodgers hasn't done?
Took his team to NFC Championship, lost, but he take him closer to the Super Bowl every year. Every year, he got a chance at a title. Once he start coming to his own.
Hold on. Let me. Did how many Super Bowls did Brett Favre win?
1.
How many Super Bowls do Aaron Rodgers have?
1.
Yet one is overrated and the other one ain't?
Yes, because Aaron Rodgers had a ton of offense. He had no excuses. Ton of offense everywhere. Tight end, wide receiver, had the line blocking for him.
So did Brett Favre.
No, he did. Yeah,
he did.
No, he didn't.
They got the back-to-back Super Bowls.
No doubt. Exactly. He got back-to-back Super Bowls.
They had an offense led by Reggie White.
Defense
led by Reggie White.
Right.
Well, I don't remember Aaron Rodgers having that kind of defense ever.
Aaron Rodgers, he's up there with Tom Brady. Ain't that what they say? He the best quarterback.
In terms of talent, I would put him on par with Brady and Manning.
Oh, okay.
In his time.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So a man with those type of accolades and those types of accolades from players and analysts, and he only managed to get one every year.
Brett Favre was considered to be on par with the Elways and the Marinos of his day.
Oh, no doubt. But what I'm saying with Brett Favre is
he only got one.
Yeah, but I'm saying with Brett Favre, like I said, it's not. I'm not saying Brett Favre is the best quarterback ever. I'm not saying
Aaron Rodgers is either. I'm just saying if Aaron Rodgers is overrated, so is Brett Favre.
No, I'm not going to say that because, like I said, Brett Favre at least gave him a chance to get to the Super Bowl. He gave him a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
Is there no one else?
Aaron Rodgers, he folds every year. After that first Super Bowl, this man every year he folds up. We could never get there. We could never get to even an NFC championship just to get to the Super Bowl. He'll get beat by teams he should not have lost to. To have all those accolades given to him and to not being able to make a Super Bowl, more than one Super Bowl, man, that's being overrated right there. You had a chance you went against Brett Favre, went to 2 Super Bowls and lost at the end against Denver, John Elway. This man, Aaron Rodgers, he got a chance to get back on Tom Brady, and he loses again. Didn't even put up offense and numbers. This man supposed to be the highly offensively scaled. And he folds up.
Sound like you're a little bitter at Aaron, man.
Oh, I'm bitter at that dude. I'm bitter because I was tired of the hype. It was too much hype on that dude.
What I'm proposing is we open the sports dungeon next week with who's more overrated or who's really overrated, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers.
We can absolutely do that.
I got you. So we only got 2 minutes left. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close us out with this. Y'all make sure y'all come back, join us next week. Sports Dungeon every Sunday at 4:30. We're gonna be back at it again on Paradigm Shift and the whole effing show. Hopefully the two Craigs will be joining us next week, but if not, me and the brother Gabe T'Challa will be here to chop it up, give y'all the hottest in the sports topics, boxing,
absolutely.
Football, basketball, little MMA. We're gonna throw everything in. Y'all throw us some stuff y'all want us to talk about. We'll try to get it in. That being said, we're gonna leave you with this.
Peace.
Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water stream. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we going way up. W's is easy as a layup. Fucking late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings and you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the mud.
All right. And we out of here.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, tuning in, y'all. Peace.
Peace.